Hello, I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey near the constellation of Costarmas. I am 903 years old, and I am the man who's going to teach you and 6 billion others how to become the Doctor. Okay, now I have to make you look like the actual performer, which is David Tennant, and how he exactly looks on the show as best we can. Now, first things first, skin complexion. You're gonna need a few items from Sally's. First thing is the tanning gun. I suggest this is about $12, $13. I usually will suggest this with almost any costume where your skin is going to be exposed.
It's first of all David Tennant. I know it seems because he's Scottish, he should probably have a bit of a white face, complexion, all that. But the truth is, he's got a little bit of a small light constellation of freckles. He's got freckles.
Freckles, freckles, freckles. Oh, I like the word freckles. Plus you have the makeup artist on top of it. The makeup artist will tan him down just a little bit, so because you don't want to glisten and glow when you have stage lights on you. Now, not only that, but you're going to have flashlights on you on a regular basis, so this tan is really going to help you. Once you get this tanner, you want to spray it the day before your event, not the day of, the day before. If you spray it the day of, you're going to have a super shiny face and way too brown. You look like a Hindu Doctor Who. Nobody wants that. A hoodoo. Hindu? Spray across, up and down, give it about 2 times. That's what I suggest. Now, David Tennant has those very punctual cheekbones. Now, if you're like me, have a little bit more of a round face, you're gonna have to cheat a little bit. So, spray tan lightly, 1 coat, maybe 2 if you went 3 in the face, on each side. That'll give you more definition in the cheekbones. Now, what color eyes do you have? That's the question. David Tennant has pretty brown ones. Windows to the soul. Now, I have green eyes, so I had to go get brown contacts. Now, I'm a professional, and I know how to put them in perfectly. And now for the most extreme, most important part of a Time Lord. The hair. First you're going to start out with dry hair and then dampen it with a spray bottle. Get this at any beauty supplies. TARDIS blue is preferred. If it gets too damp, just slightly tackle it with a towel. Now you're going to need matted clay of any kind. I prefer rock on. 1 dab. Smear it all over your hands and then put it all the way down to the roots of your hair. You may need 2 coats. Then proceed to style. Remember, controlled sides and crazy edgy on the top. Once you decided you have the hair, you need to seal it with some sort of hairspray. I prefer glue by Got2b. Just a light spackle, you don't want to put too much because then it gets rock hard. You want it to have that lively look. And remember, controlled on the sides, crazy on the top. Molto bene. Now for the 10th Doctor suit. Interesting story behind this suit. Louise Page, the customer on Doctor Who, saw a pair of pants that David Tennant was wearing. He loved them, he said they were very comfortable. They both agreed that the whole suit should be made of this. Big problem though, they were only pants. Guess pants. Interesting name, Guess. I wonder if they really couldn't guess the name and they just gave up and said Guess. Like a work in progress. And I guess these things will work. So she went everywhere and bought every single pants she could buy. Now keep in mind, you need David Tennant's suit, you need his stunt double suit, and you also need a bigger suit for David Tennant, which is padded so whenever he does pratfalls and things like that. So that's a lot of suits. She ran out of material. About midway into season 2, she came to the production and Tennant and said, we need to have another suit because these are not going to last another season. Enter the blue suit, which is pretty much the same suit except for it's blue with the brown stripes, complete opposite. So you can understand how complicated it is to try and find this suit, plus the accurate material. Downright impossible. Well, I wouldn't say impossible, just very, very unlikely. Don't go chintzy on the pinstripes. This is a $250 suit that I bought. Inaccurate. You can't even see the lines in the right lining. They're too thin, too small. And quite frankly, suit material, it's a bit shiny when you take a reflective picture. Not accurate at all. The place you want to get your suit is here. It's a fantastic place. You're going to see a lot of great movie stuff there, but specifically the David Tennant suit, I am completely happy with it. The cut, the material, the lines. I just thought the pattern was going to be good, but I was wrong. The whole thing feels great, and I've actually felt Tennant suit, and let me tell you, it is spot on. So, it's $500. It's not cheap, but if you want to look right, that's the way to go. Now, when you're on that side, don't go anywhere, because that is exactly where you want to get your tie. They're the best ties at Magnolia. I haven't found good, accurate ties anywhere else. The undershirt, well, Let's face facts, it's blue. You can pretty much go get one of those at Ross for like $15, $14 or TJ Maxx. Oh my god, shoes. That's right, the Chucks. You can pretty much get them anywhere. Mostly I got mine at Amazon. You can go look up Amazon, look up cream Chucks. You do not want white Chucks. When you get these, you're gonna have to do a little bit of weathering. Let's face it, if you look at the pictures, they're weathered because he runs everywhere. I put a little black shoe polish on it and scrubbed them in, just ever so lightly to give it that weathered look. Listen to me, very, very important. When you order your Chucks from Converse, no matter where you order them from, it's very important you get them about a half a foot normal than what you would get. I'm a 10.5, these are 10. I made the mistake of getting 10.5s like normal, but these things run very long and you become a clown. Makes you a squishy, squishy sound when you walk. You do not want that. So again, Chucks, cream colored, half a size of what you normally wear, and make sure you get some black shoe polish and lightly tatter these things up. Next up, the trench coat. I love my trench coat. First thing we're going to go over is the material. It is not a wool. A lot of people seem to think it's wool. It's not. It's a faux suede. Alright, so it's got a bit lighter. It flows in the wind. You'll see it in the show. He flows in the wind like a superhero. It's very important. There are plenty of places to buy this, lots of independent people. There's even one on ThinkGeek. Do not buy the one from ThinkGeek. It is incorrect. It is wool, it's too heavy, and it's way too bright. Nothing about that is accurate whatsoever, except for maybe the stitching in the cut, but that's about it. But it's definitely not worth $300 to $350. What I have here is a lot more accurate, and it's a simple one. It's very cheap. It's from eBay, $125, and it's done. Check out their site here. That's where I bought it, and they were the nicest people. They communicated perfectly and let me know when it was on time. I gave my measurements exactly how close to the floor I wanted. Perfect. Done. Allones-y. Now it's time for the brainy specs. Now, if you're trying to find the actual accurate brainy specs of David Tennant, those are his actual glasses. He brought them himself. Just discontinued. Very old pair. They're made out of what I've heard is horn. Not sure what that is, but it's painted a tortoisey shell color. You're not going to be able to find those, honestly. So this is the best part. Since you can't find it, the next best thing is actually getting tortoiseshell glasses. And guess what? You can find tortoiseshell at 99-cent store or even Amazon. But I would suggest going to 99-cent store or any cheap store you could find glasses at. Even Sally's has them. You could go there and try them on with your head, because not only do you want a pair of glasses that are going to work and look like his, but you want some that fit your fat head if you have a fat head like me, or skinny, whatever you have. I got a football head. So these were my first pair. Guess what? They were a little bit too big. So I went on to a smaller pair. A little bit too pinched in the middle. I started to feel like a grandma. Hello, what did you say? I can't understand you. You want to find a happy medium. See, his glasses are a bit square, but also have a roundness to them. So you want to find that. Again, those cost me a grand total of $3. Now my personal favorite, the sonic screwdriver. Now, you have two options here, of course. The most popular is the toy sonic screwdriver. It runs you anywhere from about $13 to $20 on Toys R Us or online, right? It is great. It fluctuates, goes up and down, it has light up, two different sound effects if you listen closely, and a little bonus as a little blacklight marker that only your blacklight sonic can read. Haven't really used that, but still fun that it's there. It's great, it's durable, you drop it 500 times, it still keeps kicking. Now, they've recently come out with a new remote control David Tennant sonic screwdriver. Now, you can see here it's a little bit more accurate, slightly smaller, and the beauty of this one is that you can move it any way, shape, or form, and it'll change different sound effects. You could also tap it, it goes to scanner mode. Tons of sounds in one sonic screwdriver. You could turn off televisions, doesn't matter what television, as long as it has a remote access, you could turn it off, and that gets the wow you want. Really cool. My only advice to you on this is be careful with it. Do not drop it. Do not look at it. Don't even sneeze on it, because it breaks so easily. I've gone through 2 of these already, and I have to send them both back because the first one started to malfunction. All of a sudden it got stuck on one button. And the second one, I dropped it on the ground just one time, carpeted mind you, and it stopped working. So if you're planning on getting this, treat it like royalty. Also, the remote doesn't last very long for charge sake. You charge it, it's gonna last you maybe a day, maybe a day and a half. So charge it before you get to your event. Also, don't intend to use this very much on a remote control TV because it will die. So as a remote control, it's bloody awful. As a sonic screwdriver, it is fine as long as you don't drop it. I still strongly suggest getting a backup. The backup toy one, just in case it runs out, because nobody wants a dead screwdriver. So whenever you're a Time Lord, you're trying to get into places like a convention, you don't really have passes, or a Gallifrey 1 because it's sold out. Anyways, you're going to need psychic paper. Now the best place to get a psychic paper wallet is Etsy. Etsy, I love Etsy. You're going to find tons of amazing Doctor Who stuff on Etsy, but namely the psychic paper wallet. Now, she is going to hook you up. This is her website here. It costs you anywhere from $15 to $20, I believe, but she makes it completely accurate. Now, look here, you've got your little window for your psychic paper and key for the TARDIS. Love it. All right, time for a bonus treat that you find on Etsy. I'm gonna put her web address here. Now, what I'm showing you now is River Song's diary. Now, it's a bit bigger. The reason it's bigger on the outside is that it's actually an iPad holder. You can have it any size. You can have it the size of your iPhone or just straight up journal. Now, the beauty of this is not only that it's been wood burned and it's actual wood, binding and everything is completely nice and accurate, but the inside, the girl that makes this is a beautiful artist. I mean, look at that. You could see everything. All the drawings from the 10th Doctor's journal. And she put some matte stuff in there too. Upon request, I told her to put whatever she liked. Hand-drawn everything. Look at that. Silence. Anyway, you can get this little baby. Totally worth it. Go check out her website. It's fantastic. Recap. Tan your face. Brown contacts. Do not get chintzy on the pinstripes. And make sure you have half a shoe size smaller when you get your chucks. You get the remote control screwdriver. Do not drop it. Do not look at it. Don't even breathe on it. Breathe and you're dead. Good luck. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of FanBoy Brandon, the Doctor Who special. There'll be other Doctor Who themed episodes in the future as we do more things with the Doctor, as well as new cosplay tutorials on the way. So feel free to subscribe if you like that idea, and we'll see you next time.